Problem number 24, balance sheet as on 31/12/2018. And we should select the assets and liabilities which are available at the end of the year, and we should pass entries in these columns. Okay, now as it is, what should be the first one in the tabular column? Fixed deposit, balance carried down, cash in hand, cash at bank. Just now I said, balance brought down will appear in opening balance sheet asset side. Balance carried down will appear in the closing balance sheet asset side. Okay, then balance carried down, cash in hand. Cash in hand, 7,000. Cash at bank, 6,000. Cash at bank, 6,000. Then the next item is fixed asset, fixed deposit. Fixed deposit is an asset. Fixed deposit, 58,000. And on the receipt side, if you have a look at it, the amount for 2019 is 5,000, that is subscription. Subscription for 2019 is received in advance in 2018 itself. So, subscription received in advance is a liability. Subscription received in advance for 2019 in 2018. The amount is 5,000. Okay, now with this I can find no other item for this balance sheet. Then we shall pass on to the additional information. In the additional information, point number 1, what all the assets available on first is continuing till the end of the year, because there is no such information of selling the assets which are available in the beginning. You understand what I said? There are some 3 assets given: investments, premises, and stock of batch and bonds. And in these 3 assets, no change is made because no such information is given. Therefore, what we should write? Investments. Investments, 10,000. And premises, and grounds. Premises and grounds, 40,000. Then stock of batch and bonds, stock of batch and bonds, 5,000. Then the next item is subscription 5,000 related to 2017 is still due. That is subscription outstanding for 2017. So subscription outstanding. Outstanding for 2017 5,000 and 2018 6,000. So the total outstanding subscription is 11,000. Subscription is 11,000. Now, go to the liability side. What we should write? Capital fund, opening capital fund. This is the only item, liability item, which is straight away given. The item what I am writing now is to be added as a procedure. Opening capital fund. Amount is 75,000. Add surplus. If there is surplus, add. If there is a deficit, minus it. 57,000. 57,000. If you add these two, $1,32,000. So we have attended all the items to be written under this balance sheet. So 1,37,000. Here $1,37,000. Okay, once again I repeat it. This is the final stage of the problem number 24. We should prepare the balance sheet, and for this we should write the assets cash in hand and cash at bank, which is appearing under balance carried down. These are the two items. Then fixed deposit is given there, it is a capital item, this is appearing. And if we go to the additional information, the investment 10,000, premises and grounds 40,000, stock of bats and balls 5,000. These are the three items we have already written in the balance sheet beginning of the year, balance sheet in the beginning of the year. Why I am repeating the same in the end of the year also? Because if there is any change in these three assets, it should have been mentioned in the problem. No such mentioning is there in the problem. Therefore, we are writing it once again, these three assets. And subscription outstanding given in the additional information for the year 2017 is 5,000 and for the year 2018 is 6,000, totally 11,000. Since the subscription is an income, outstanding income will appear on the asset side. And regarding the liabilities, the subscription meant for the year 2019 but received in 2018 itself, that is the subscription received in advance is a liability, so this is appearing under this side. And the opening capital fund as a procedure, 75,000 we have found out, under opening balance sheet, and the surplus amount we have calculated under income and expenditure account. Since it is a surplus, you add with the opening capital fund and we will find it 1,32,000. So these two totals are coming equal. Therefore, with this we can satisfy the balance sheet what we have prepared is correct. Wait. And with that, there is only one more theory question. What I have to give some ideas for it. What is it? What are the differences between income and expenditure account and receipts and payments account? This is an important question. For what purpose the income and expenditure account is prepared, and for what purpose the receipts and the payments account is prepared? The receipts and the payment account is prepared to know the receipts, what are the receipts of the concern and what are the payments of the concern. That is. But for income and expenditure account, this is prepared whether the income is greater than the expenditure or the expenditure is greater than the income. To find it, we are preparing the income and expenditure account and receipts and payments account. This is the purpose. And regarding the nature, the receipts and the payment account is a real account, whereas the income and expenditure account is a nominal account. We should remember it is very important because the cash receipts are recorded on the debit side and the cash payments are recorded on the credit side. Whereas in income and expenditure account, the expenditure is recorded on the debit side and the income is recorded on the credit side. And regarding the basis, for what purpose these accounts are prepared? These cash items are recorded in receipts and payments account. Non-cash items like preliminary expenses, outstanding income expenses, all these items are not recorded. But in income and expenditure account, this is an accrual system. Here, non-cash items like outstanding, preliminary expenses, prepaid expenses, all these things are appearing. This what all I said while I was teaching the problem is given as a theory part in this. And regarding the opening and closing balance, this opening and closing balance is appearing under the receipts and the payments account. You can see it is even in the question. The opening balance brought down, closing balance carried down. These things are given in the problem itself when there is a problem with receipts and payments for the preparation of final accounts. That you can find it easily there. Whereas in income and expenditure account, no such opening balance and no such closing balance. These items will not be recorded, will not be maintained. And also, in receipts and payments account, we don't consider whether it is a revenue item or capital item. What all the receipts we will write on the receipt side. What all the payments we will write on the payment side. Whereas in income and expenditure account, we strictly check whether the item is of revenue nature. Only those items will appear under income and expenditure account. And finally, the items related to any year, whether it is the past, whether it is the present, whether it is of future, whatever the amount as the receipt, we will write on the receipt side. If it is on payment, we will write on the payment side. But for income and expenditure account, we strictly pass entries of revenue items in nature and also the amount which is related to the accounting year alone is entertained, not for the past year's account and the future year's account. We will not entertain all those things. This is the only and the one theory question what I want to just give some tips because we have seen all these points when I was teaching the problem. With this, thank you. This chapter number 2 is over.